Wolf of Airbnb, sentenced to federal prison for fraudulent practices. By Satori News. A self-proclaimed Wolf of Airbnb, Konrad Bicher from Heliastor, Florida, has been sentenced to more than 4 years in prison following a string of fraudulent activities that victimized landlords in New York City and misappropriated government pandemic aid. Bicher's illicit exploits earned him the comparison to the notorious Wolf of Wall Street, but his real-life legal consequences have firmly ended his fraudulent high life. On Monday, in the Manhattan Federal Court, Judge Lorna G. Schofield sentenced Bicher to a term of 4 years and 3 months after he pled guilty to wire fraud. His conviction arose from a scheme where he operated multiple Manhattan apartments as unauthorized mini-hotels and failed to pay landlords over $1 million in rent, exploiting the COVID-19 pandemic as a pretense. Bicher's operation was not only lucrative, it was also illicit. Besides defaulting on enormous sums of rent, the Wolf of Airbnb further defrauded a federal pandemic relief program intended to support small businesses during the crisis. The program provided government-backed loans, funds that Bicher falsely secured, contributing to his anticipatory wealth, but ones which ultimately formed the basis for his criminal charges. Defense counsel for Bicher sought leniency in the sentencing, positing that part of the blame lay with the landlords involved. However, prosecutors presented a damning case, highlighting the defendant's deceitful resistance to lawsuits from landlords, including false claims about his suffering from coronavirus-imposed hardships and lying about his residency. Despite living the high life in Florida and indulging in leisure travel, Bicher professed hardships in New York to benefit from robust tenant protections, all part of his facade to sustain his illegitimate empire. Prosecutor submissions detailed his brazen confidence and the bravado with which he referred to himself in the media and among his peers as the Wolf of Airbnb, drawing a parallel with the tale of Jordan Belfort, whose financial deceptions were similarly audacious, but also eventually led to incarceration. U.S. Attorney Damian Williams remarked upon Bicher's sentencing, pointing out the ultimate accountability that befalls those engaging in fraudulent conduct, no matter how they might style themselves. Williams's statement underscored the gravity with which the justice system views such infractions, particularly when they exploit systemic fragilities, such as those exposed by the pandemic. Thank you for choosing Satori News.